Simply stated, the segmenting principle says students learn long or complex tasks or procedures best when those tasks are broken into smaller parts or segments. This is sometimes called chunking. For example, if you were learning how to make a clay pot, listing all 4 steps at once would seem overwhelming. Following the segmenting principle, we would break each of those steps up to seem more manageable. The first step, take the clay out of the box and warm it by kneading it with your hands. This is to minimize air pockets and bubbles. A great trick to eliminate the air pockets is to keep the clay in a round shape and keep throwing the clay back and forth between your hands, and you can also throw the clay on a hard surface multiple times. Step 2. Once the clay is warm and pliable, roll it into a long snake. The diameter of the snake will determine the thickness of your pot's walls. A good size for your first pot would be about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. The snake should be about 12 to 24 inches long and of uniform thickness. Step 3. Begin with one end of your clay snake. Create a circle. It should look like a coil of rope at this point. The size of the circle will be the base of your pot, so create this according to what use you have in mind for the pot. Last step, begin on the sides. Take the end of your snake and begin coiling it on top of your pot base. Keep coiling up until your pot is at the height you desire. Be sure to smooth one side of the pot as you go. Most people smooth the inside, but you can do the outside or both. If you don't smooth it, the pot will likely fall apart. The laws of physics here apply. A small base will not support a huge pot. Now that your pot is built, you'll either need to allow it to air dry or bake it in your oven. Follow your clay manufacturer's instructions on how to do this. Or if it's the right kind of clay, you can fire it in your kiln. And this is what a final product would look like. You can see this demonstrated the segmenting principle. It laid out each step and allowed the student to break it up, rather than presenting it all at once.